YouTube. Brittany here. As this first video is going to be me sharing a journey that I'm starting, or rather did start about a week ago, as well as just some goals and plans that my husband and I have for our outdoors adventures. I went on my first backpacking trip 10 years ago. I was 17. It was actually me and 3 friends, and it was a nightmare. I mean, neither one of them have gone ever again, but I got bitten with the backpacking bug, and oh goodness, well, that horrible sound you just heard with my darling puppies running across the deck playing. Sawyer, come introduce yourself. Come here, Sawyer. Quit chasing your sister. This is my trail buddy, Sawyer. Sawyer. Oh well, she's playing. But neither of them have ever gone backpacking. Like I said, I got the bug, and about 4 years ago started getting really serious with it, and it has become a huge part of my life. I got the Appalachian Trail bug like most people do, and while that's not happened yet, it is something that my husband and I are planning on making happen. He's been wonderfully supportive of how much time I spend outside, whether it's with my horse or it's backpacking or hiking, kayaking. You know, we do a lot of that kind of thing together as a family. But there is a journey that I decided about 4 weeks ago to start on my own, and that is doing the Alabama Trailblaze Challenge with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. If you're not familiar with who the Make-A-Wish Foundation is, go look them up. They do phenomenal work granting wishes for children who have life-altering diseases or injuries, some of them fatal, some of them not. These kids are in a really dark place, and they need something to look forward to, and you know, the families need a break from everything that critical illness like that entails. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by the dogs running across the deck playing. But after meeting one of the children who had a wish granted, I just felt so strongly that I had to be involved. As a Christian, I firmly believe in giving back to your community and investing your time and your life into other people. My goal for 2019 was actually to run an ultra, and I saw the billboard for the Make-A-Wish Trailblaze Challenge, 26.3 miles in a day. I mean, we've got thru hikers out there doing comparable miles. But I really waffled on whether or not I wanted to pursue that. So I went to the information meeting, and after meeting that family, it was done. I mean, I felt so sure just deep down in my soul that I had to be a part of that. I signed up right then and there, wrote the check, got the t-shirt, got the bandana, started really kind of moving my training from running to being able to really crank out hiking miles, which as a backpacker, a 10 to 12 mile day isn't uncommon for me or for my husband. Of course, you know, on the off chance we have other people with us, of course we shorten those miles, but you know, I want to enjoy those 26 miles. But a huge part of it is fundraising, and no, I will not ask for funds on this YouTube channel. I will have my Make-A-Wish donation link in the description box. If you feel led to donate, that's great, that's fine, and that would be deeply appreciated, but I will not ask for funds on this channel. This channel is more so that I can share with my friends and family, and if some of you guys out on YouTube end up being part of that friends group, that's great. But I wanted a way to open this part of my life to my family. They ask my husband and I, why do you guys backpack? I was backpacking before we started dating, before we got married, and so was he. We in fact, we knew each other when I was in high school, and then I went on a backpacking trip. We hadn't spoken in a few months, but he asked if he could go along. I did not think he was a backpacker, but he showed up gear comparable to mine. We hiked, we had fun. About 6 months later, we were married. But at any rate, like, like I'm saying, for one, bear with me. This is my first ever YouTube video. I've got to figure out how to take the dogs playing out of the video, or start sending those babies in the house when mommy is filming. This is Sawyer. I'm not sure if she is showing up. She is our Greyhound Great Pyrenees mix. That or not? Okay. She hikes a lot with us. Carries a little doggy backpack on some trips. If they're too rocky and strenuous, we don't do that. But a lot of times, we get asked why. Why would you want to walk 10, 15 miles with all of your stuff and stay on the side of a cliff and spend the night? Why would you want to do that? So we wanted to share that, and I've had a chance to use some really great gear for some really great companies, and I want to be able to show that to my friends and family, that we're not miserable. We sleep like babies. We hammock camp. We each have our own setup. It's that's what works for us. Pardon me. I did sit down with a cup of coffee with you. But we've seen some beautiful things. When you wake up and look from under your tarp, and you see a deer just waltzing by and not paying you any attention. It's beautiful. Or you sit and you have lunch at the bottom of a waterfall, or even just an empty field, but it's untouched. It's just the beauty of creation. It just unmessed up by us people. And that's something that I want to be able to share. I've got family that has physical limitations and can't get out. I've got friends the same way. So I've had a GoPro Hero 3 Plus for a while. I've only used it for still shots because it does not have the internal stabilization, and quite frankly, I just didn't invest the time into really learning how to use it. But when I started this Trailblaze Challenge journey, and I'm hiking right now about 3 miles a day, some days more, some days less. If I can get out to the state park, I try to double those miles. But I wanted to be able to take my family and my friends, acquaintances who are just looking up the Trailblaze Challenge. I wanted to be able to take them along on those hikes and see that it's bigger than just that one day. It's the several dozen cupcakes I make in a day to sell for my fundraising goal with them. It's the training hikes. It's the wonderful people that I've gotten to meet the past 2 hikes I've gone with them as a group. It's bigger than that. And our backpacking, it's bigger than me being a gear nerd, and bigger than me constantly looking at trail maps and YouTube and books. It's part of our lifestyle that we just want to be able to share a little bit better. And I'm about to head to the park. I will take you guys along and show you some of the trails that I have been exploring and getting some workouts in. I know 3 miles a day is nothing compared to that 26.3, but that's what I'm doing right now in the mornings. My plan this week is on 3 days to add an additional 3 miles in the evening to 3 miles in the morning. I want it to be as comfortable as 26.3 miles can be. I just want to be prepared and really just get to relish that experience. So let's go. Not sure how well this is going to work. I know GoPro does have a reputation for being terrible in low light. So just walking, enjoying the woods still. If I get 1.5 miles today, I'll be happy, as I did get a mile in before I went to church this morning. Look, there's some beautiful, beautiful water going on. Absolutely love the area. In suburban Birmingham. I was super excited to even find this park. My husband and I used to come and walk here in the evenings when we were dating, and used to both pack our lunches and meet here on our lunch breaks, and actually got married here at one of the gazebos out by the lake when we eloped. So I love this park. It has some of my best memories, and they just keep expanding the trail system, which works great for my training and just makes me happy to have more of an excuse to spend more time here. So I'm sure I'm getting to a place where I will probably be losing all of the decent light to be able to share this trail with you guys. Sorry, I want to get downhill. I do not want to lose my step, so I keep looking down away from you guys. But it's a beautiful evening, and the more I think about why I'm doing this, the more passionate I get about it. Like I said, my main form of fundraising has been making cupcakes, which is something I love to do. Love to bake and decorate them. I don't necessarily care to eat them. I don't know, not a temptation. Now, put me in front of a good apple pie. That's a different story. But I absolutely love baking and making cupcakes, so that has been my primary fundraiser. Another thing too that is coming up is for our anniversary, my husband has agreed to a section hike of the Appalachian Trail. We're super excited. That is coming up in a couple of weeks, so be looking for some gear lists and some gear reviews on Tuesday at the latest. A cool new piece of gear from War Bonnet is supposed to be on my doorstep, so I'm incredibly thrilled about that, as it is supposed to be pretty cold and they are sending me some warm down cuddly goodness to add to my hammock setup. But I will probably do an unboxing video of that, just because I'm super excited about it, and that's why. Anywho, that is it for this video. I just want to share that I do have the Trailblaze Challenge and the Appalachian Trail trip coming up, so at least through May, that is probably what you'll be hearing the most about. But at any rate,